So for those of you who didn't see the first one of these that we did, feel free to check the YouTube channel. We have done this before. On the 1-year Streamiverse, we re-ranked every single Gen 1 Pokemon, which was pretty goddamn hype. Tonight, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Tonight, we are heading on to Generation 2. We will be ranking every single Johto Pokemon. Every single one of them, guys. That is what we're doing tonight. Now, how are we ranking them, you might ask yourself, or me, for that matter. It's quite simple. It's a pretty arbitrary scale, but it takes into a factor a lot of different things, right? It takes into effect cuteness of the Pokemon, overall design. Do I think it's a well-designed Pokemon? Typing, effectiveness, usefulness in their game and other games, usefulness in VGC, how cool their shiny is, personal attachment to the Pokemon. This is really the most arbitrary ranking we could possibly do of Pokemon. It's basically how much I like every individual Pokemon. That is how we are doing this tonight. And we will be going through every single one of them. Now, this one has forms and gender differences, which we're not going to waste our time doing that crap. We're going to go every Pokemon one at a time. Maybe Megas too. Maybe I'll factor in Megas. I haven't fully decided yet, but we're not going to be doing, oh, I think A unknown is A tier, but B unknown is only C tier. And, you know, D unknown is S tier. No, we're going to do one unknown. I don't know why this has every single unknown form in it. That's so unnecessary, but alas, here we are. I want to go in depth on every single one of them. My thoughts, how I feel, why I'm putting them where I'm putting them. So, let's begin. We're leading off with Chikorita. Okay? Chikorita is kind of a controversial starter Pokemon, right? Because if we were ranking it solely on viability in its home region, Chikorita's terrible. And it's really not Chikorita's fault that Chikorita is terrible. I feel bad for Chikorita. Really bad. Let's think about the Johto region for a second, guys. I know I've talked about this before, but let's really break down the Johto region for a second. The gym leaders: Bug, strong against grass. Flying, strong against grass. Normal, neutral. Ghost/poison, because I know he's a ghost gym leader, but all his Pokemon are in the Haunter line, which are also poison, which is super effective on poor little Chikorita. You then have fighting, which Chikorita's not bad against because he has a Poliwrath. You then have Jasmine, who's steel. Chikorita really can't do shit against steel Pokemon, so that's another L. You have the Ice Gym leader, Price, who Chikorita once again weak to. So that kind of sucks. Then you have Claire, the Dragon Gym leader, who kind of just wrecks everybody, so like Chikorita's not really good there. The bottom line is poor Chikorita does not have an advantage in any of those gym battles. Not a single one. But it's not Chikorita's fault because any grass starter would not be good in the Johto region. That being said, I think Chikorita is absolutely fucking adorable. I like the Chikorita line. I have a lot of nostalgia for all the Gen 2 starters. I think they're well designed. I think, you know, they're iconic Pokemon in their own right. But I gotta factor in the fact that Chikorita is just useless in a Johto playthrough, right? So Chikorita nowhere near S tier. I'm kind of torn between like low A and high B, to be honest with you, because I really do like poor Chikorita's design. But man, is he the victim of a terrible typing in that region. Grass types are just so not viable. And even if you want a grass type, they are common as shit in Johto. I think I gotta put him in like high B tier for that reason. Because Chikorita really does not bring much to the table here, honestly. Besides being cute, I can't think of any good reason to put it higher than that. And I like Chikorita a lot. Like, my gut, I want it to be low A tier. But I think it has to be high A tier. Same thing with Bayleaf, honestly. I think Bayleaf is kind of a cooler design than Chikorita. Honestly, I think Bayleaf is a little cooler than Chikorita. I like the leaf on its head gets a little like thing in it. I think that's pretty damn cool. But I think the whole line just kind of suffers from the fact that they are just a bad typing in the Johto region. Same thing with Meganium, right? I mean, Chikorita also doesn't gain any secondary typing. None of the starters do in this generation, which is pretty bad for them, if we're being perfectly honest. I'm kind of surprised that none of them gain any sort of secondary typing. Like, I don't know what type I would expect Meganium to be besides just pure grass, so I guess that one makes sense, but we'll get into Feraligatr and we'll get into Typhlosion. But I mean, It is what it is. So I think they're all solid top of B tier because I really do like their designs, but man, oh man, are they useless in their region. Now getting into Cyndaquil. I actually really like the Cyndaquil line. You guys know me. I am very biased to fire starters. The one problem with the Cyndaquil line, and I know this has been pointed out many times, is that stat-wise, they are a literal copy and paste of Charizard and the whole line stats. If you look at them side by side, the Cyndaquil line and the Charizard line, it's a copy and paste job, which is disappointing and kind of lazy. But leaving that out, I think fire starters are always a good choice in any game because fire types are pretty rare. I think Johto is no exception. I mean, you have the Bug Gym Leader, you have Ice, you have Steel. I think the Cyndaquil line gets you pretty far in a Johto playthrough. Cyndaquil itself, I think, is a very, very cute Pokemon. I don't know if I'm going to put it... This is another one. I don't know if it's going to be low S tier or high A tier. It's kind of hard for me to decide here where I think this Pokemon should go. I think Cyndaquil is S tier. I think Cyndaquil is S tier, at least for now. Maybe I'll move that a little later. I think Cyndaquil is an S tier Pokemon. I think its design is very cool. They kind of did the whole line dirty with the 3D sprites, right? I mean, like, the fact that they don't have their fire going in the 3D sprites really lowers them all because they look derpy, but I think Cyndaquil is kind of the least affected by that. Quilava, I think, is A tier. I don't think it's as cute or iconic as Cyndaquil, and it's not as badass as Typhlosion, but as far as middle evolutions go, I do have to say that both Bayleaf and Quilava are phenomenal designs for middle evolutions. We'll get to Crocodile, because, spoiler alert, I don't think the same for Crocodile, but, and then I almost said Typhloquin. Typhlosion, I think, is also S tier. I'm a little biased towards fire starters, as you guys know, but I mean, Typhlosion is just a very cool Pokemon. It's a solid Pokemon to use in a playthrough. Even in the remakes, it's really good. Its stats are good. It gets a good moveset. Its 2D sprite is really cool. The 3D sprite definitely sucks, but that's not its fault. You know what I mean? It is what it is. That's the Typhlosion line. Totodile. I like Totodile. I think Totodile is probably the second best starter in a Johto playthrough. It getting Ice Fang in Gen 4 makes it so much more useful because having Ice Fang, I mean, you know, that's a whole different type you cover against. You get the advantages of Ice attacking without the disadvantages of Ice typing, so like that just helps you a lot in any sort of playthrough. I don't know. I mean, I like Totodile a lot. I think Totodile is the best out of that line, right? I mean, like, I think design-wise, it's way better than Crocodile, and I like it better than Feraligatr as well. I think I'll put it like S tier. Yeah, I'll put it low S tier. I think it definitely goes low S tier. Crocodile, on the other hand, what the fuck is this design? It's like a diaper alligator. Like, what the fuck is this thing? Why does it have a diaper? Who made the decision to make this thing look like a baby? I don't understand. Shouldn't the actual baby have the diaper? This thing looks like it's wearing a fucking diaper. It makes no sense, the design of this thing. I think it's a weird looking Pokemon. It's not as cute as Totodile, and it's not as, like, fierce looking as Feraligatr. I think it's a C tier Pokemon, honestly. It's still good. It's still useful, but, like, I think it's one of the worst middle evolution starters in the game, honestly. I think design-wise, it's probably one of the worst. At least out of the first few generations. Like, maybe once you get to, like, Gen 5 and 6, the middle evolutions start to suck a little more, but this one sucks. I'm sorry. This middle evolution is not very good. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. So I'm going to leave it in C tier. Feraligatr. Design-wise, I think Feraligatr is pretty cool, right? I think Feraligatr has some cool design features. But why the f does its name not fit in the game that it comes from? Who the f decided to try to squeeze its name into Gen 2? Feraligatr? There's, like... Why couldn't they come up with a name that actually fit instead of removing vowels to just give it a stupid name? Feraligatr. Doesn't even make sense. For that alone, I want to put it lower. That, and I don't like its design nearly as much as Totodile. I think because it's so much more useful than Meganium, I think I have to put it above Meganium B tier. Yeah, I'm going to put it above Meganium. but not above Chikorita. I think Chikorita is a better Pokemon, but I'm going to put it above Meganium. It's cool. I don't know. It gets really good moves also. Maybe I'm just biased for the fact that I don't really like its name and its design is just okay, but, you know, I'll put it at the top of B tier for that reason. I changed my mind. I'm going to put it at the top of B tier because, honestly, the fact that this thing gets Ice Fang is so underrated. It gets Ice Fang, it gets Crunch and Bite, so that's really useful for type coverage in the region. You know, it's a mono water type, which is very solid. You know what I mean? So it gets all the good water moves that you would get in a typical playthrough of a game. You know what I mean? I think it's pretty damn good. Here are my thoughts on the Sentret line. Honestly, I think Furret is an infinitely better designed Pokemon than Sentret. I'm gonna just say that here. I think Furret is an infinitely better Pokemon than Sentret, design-wise, typing-wise. I think early normal types are very underrated in playthroughs. It gets Stab, Headbutt. Stab Normal is very good. Normal is an underrated type because it, you know, while it doesn't resist or hit for super effective, it's pretty much neutral on almost everything and only has one weakness. I think Furret, I like Furret a lot. I think Furret is a pretty, and you're right with that, Lars. It's a very good HM user. I might have to put Furret in the bottom of S tier, honestly. And that's not just because of Lars. It's because I think Furret is a very cool designed Pokemon. Sentret, on the other hand, what the fuck is Sentret? Like, I understand it's like a ferret that grows into a bigger ferret, but why? Like, Sentret is such an awkward looking fucking Pokemon. Why does it have like rabbit ears? Why is its torso so wide? Why does its coloring change so drastically from game to game? Why is it like just such a weird Pokemon? It's not a ferret. What is it then? What is Sentret? What the fuck is Sentret supposed to be? A flying squirrel? Like, I don't like it at all. And it's just like, it doesn't get any good moves. It evolves early, which is useful. But I think I have to put it in C tier with Crocodile just for its design. Honestly, like, you want to talk about a line where, like, the evolution makes such a difference in the quality of the Pokemon? The Sentret line, dude. I mean, Sentret is just such a weird look. Like, and it's like 3D sprite. It's like it looks too buff. Like, it looks very top heavy. Like, why like it does this? Like, what is this? I don't understand the point of Sentret. It doesn't make sense to me. Furret is a cool Pokemon. Furret's pretty iconic. Everybody likes Furret. People don't like Sentret, and it's for a goddamn reason. It's because Sentret is a weird looking Pokemon, and I'm going to stand by that opinion. And if you disagree, that's fine. It's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Hoot Hoot. I don't really know how I feel about the Hoot Hoot line, to be honest with you. Hoot Hoot, once again, I think Noctowl is a cooler designed Pokemon than Hoot Hoot, but not by much. It's not as drastic a difference. But I mean, like, an owl Pokemon is pretty cool. It's a pretty iconic Pokemon for Gen 2 as well. I think it's fairly useful. Can you put a walking ferret on the tier list instead of the artwork? Maybe in post-production, like, when this goes on YouTube, maybe I'll put a walking ferret, like, right here in my hands, if I'm smart enough to remember to do this. This is a note to future Mike, the editor. Put a ferret in my hands. There we go, right there. That'll be on the YouTube video. Which, by the way, guys, if you weren't subbed to my YouTube channel, do so. We're on the road to 200 subs, which is big poggies. Anyways, Hoot Hoot, I think, is a pretty cool Pokemon. Early flying types are pretty cool, to be honest with you. I like early flying types in games, and normal flying, it's an overused typing, but it's still pretty cool. I think I'm gonna put it in low A tier, honestly. I think the Hoot Hoot line is low A tier. Just because I love the design. I think having an owl Pokemon was original at the time. It's a cool Pokemon. It gets good moves. It gets psychic moves when it evolves, which is pretty cool, even though I don't think it gains this. Noctowl's not psychic, right? No, it's flying normal. I don't know why it doesn't gain the psychic typing. Like, this is another, like, Gen 1 and 2, I feel like they really f***ed up Pokemon typings a lot, right? Like, why does Noctowl get so many psychic moves, and, like, it's kind of like it's supposed to be this wise owl Pokemon, but it stays normal type? Why wouldn't you make it a psychic flying type? That would have been such a more interesting thing to do than what they did, but alas, here we are. Maybe they get knocked down for that. I don't know. You don't know. I'm going to leave them where they are for now. They're low A tier. But the fact that they're not psychic type is just really stupid to me, honestly. I feel like that was a missed opportunity by Pokemon. And I feel like they did that a lot in Gens 1 and 2 where they were like, you know, we could give a Pokemon this typing, but let's not. So it is what it is. Ladybug. Ladybug's cute. That's I'm not gonna lie, that's like pretty much all Ladybug has going for it, is that it's cute. What Pokemon used to do to the bug type was so fucking brutal. In Gens like 1 through 4, Pokemon was just like, if it's a bug type Pokemon, it has to suck. Those are the rules. It can't be useful. If you're a bug type, you're gonna have shitty stats or a shitty move pool and just be relegated to the early game. That's pretty much it. That was the whole gimmick of the bug type. I feel like we didn't get, like, besides like Scyther, I guess, which they kind of buffed later on, and we'll get to Scizor later on, but yeah, I know. Scizor being the exception. You should make a doubles list so you can take the dupes out. True, that's a good point. But yeah, Ladybug's cute. I gotta put it with like Chikorita in the mid B tier. It's like a cool design, I guess, but it's stupid. I don't know. I don't get the point of it. Like, the early bug types in this game are just not usable. But yeah, Ladybug I think is B tier. And honestly, same with Ladian. I kind of like Ladian's design, even though it's useless. I don't know. Once again, like, they could have given it a better typing, but I don't know. I don't think it would have made it much more useful. Maybe giving it better stats would have, but kind of a useless Pokemon. Spinarak. Once again, I like the design. I like the premise of a spider Pokemon. I think that was much needed. But Spinarak sucks too, and it's not. I don't think it's as cool a design as Ladybug personally. I'm gonna put it there, and I guess Ariados is a little cooler. Ariados, you know what? Ariados is probably cooler than Ladian and Ladybug. Spinarak not as cool. Ariados is actually pretty cool. Kind of a cool design, right? I like the coloring of it. I like that it becomes a lot more fierce looking, and like it looks like it would be a strong Pokemon, but it's just not, which is disappointing. You would think it would be a strong Pokemon, but it's just not, dude. They did bug types so dirty in these early games. Where are we? Crowbat. Crowbat's fucking sick, right? I think Crowbat is easy top of S tier. Crowbat is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. And Crowbat, not only is it so useful in any game, because you can usually get it pretty early on if you just friendship grind a Golbat, it gets great moveset. It has amazing stats, and it took a Pokemon that was useless in Golbat and made it very, very viable. Like, incredibly viable in playthroughs. Like, Golbat sucks until you evolve it. The thing I like about Gen 2 is they gave a lot of Pokemon evolutions. This one is probably one of the most useful besides Scizor. I'll give Scizor a little edge here. Maybe Stelix too, but I think Crowbat might be one of the best new evolutions they've ever done in any generation, because it took a Pokemon that was useless and very common and just made it cool through an evolution. So kudos to them on that. Crowbat, excellent design, excellent Pokemon. Excellent. Where are we? Chinchow. I think Chinchow's cool mainly because of its typing. I think Lantern is way, 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 way cooler than Chinchow, honestly. Like, Lantern's going to be above Chinchow. But Chinchow's pretty cool. Water Electric is a very interesting type combo, honestly. Really, you pair water with almost anything and it becomes a very good type combo. But Water Electric especially, because it's a great design. And having it as an angler fish, that's pretty cool. I mean, this thing can hit a lot of things for super effective damage, and it has a handful of weaknesses, but I mean, you negate the ground weakness with the water typing, which is pretty cool. So as far as, you know, the water pairings go, this one's definitely pretty useful. Chinchow as a design, I don't know why it has like these buttons for eyes. Like, what the fuck is this? But it's not bad. I think I gotta put Chinchow. It's probably above Ladybug. And then Lantern, I think, is easy A tier. Top of A tier for sure, because it's a good typing. Its moveset isn't great, but it still gets pretty much all the moves you would expect it to get. Stat-wise, it could be better, but I think it's a very cool designed Pokemon. Pichu. Now we enter a very interesting phase in here, guys. We're entering into the baby Pokemon. So Gen 2, for those of you who don't remember or don't know, Gen 2 is when they introduced the breeding mechanic into Pokemon. So prior, you know, in Gen 1, there was no breeding, so there were no baby Pokemon. There was no need for it. Gen 2, they added the breeding mechanic, and with it came a slew of baby Pokemon. Not as many as they added later on, but still a good handful of baby Pokemon that they added in here. Pichu was an obvious choice, right? Pikachu's the mascot of the series. It's iconic. As far as the baby Pokemon designs go, Pichu's probably the best. I gotta say, Pichu and Togepi are probably my two favorite baby Pokemon. Pichu is just such a great design. But it's still a baby Pokemon. Like, the problem with baby Pokemon is that they're inherently useless because they're supposed to be useless. You know what I mean? It's like, you're like, okay, we got these mediocre Pokemon here. Let's give them pre-evolutions that are just abysmal, but they're supposed to be just cute little babies. But Pichu's still pretty iconic, and for that, I think I gotta put it in the low S tier. Just for the fact that it's such an iconic Pokemon, and it's like the mascot of baby Pokemon. You know what I mean? It's like, and it's in Smash. Why the fuck did they put it in Smash? To this day, I still don't know. The thing about Pichu, though, is it is cool. They put it in Smash because they were trying to make it more of a thing, and I don't know. I like Pichu's design. I think it's a very cute Pokemon. The rest of them, however, Cleffa. Cleffa is adorable. I've said that before. Oh, Cleffa's adorable. Just throw that out there. Cleffa, adorable Pokemon. The whole Clefairy line, very cute. Why the f does it know Magical Leaf? But is it really that different from Clefairy? Like, I don't know. I think Cleffa's very cute, but like, I don't know. Did Clefairy really need a baby Pokemon? Of all the Pokemon, did you really have to give one to Clefairy? I guess it's still cute. I'll put it in the bottom of A tier, I guess. Adorable, yeah, and then use Magical Leaf and kill my run. It didn't kill my run, just my Horsey. Everyone needs baby Pokemon. Nobody is a big baby Pokemon fan, clearly. Big stan of baby Pokemons. Iggly Buff, I think, is the worst baby Pokemon in Gen 2, if I'm being perfectly honest with you guys. Besides maybe Smoochum. I don't know. I don't like Iggly Buff's design. I think it's weird looking. And once again, like, I get that Jigglypuff was an iconic Gen 1 Pokemon, so I guess it needed a baby, but like, I think Igglybuff is one of the worst designed baby Pokemon out there. I don't know why. Unknowns are worse, but they're not babies. So I'm talking about baby Pokemon. I think I gotta put Igglybuff in like C tier, honestly. It's above Sentret, because Sentret's weird. It's above Crocodile as well. I'll put it in the top of C tier. Because I do like Jigglypuff as a Pokemon, so I guess I'll give it some leeway there. But as far as the baby Pokemon go, I don't really like its design that much. Togepi, on the other hand. Togepi's S tier. Togepi is an iconic baby Pokemon. If any of you guys grew up in the era that I did, you remember Togepi was the first Gen 2 Pokemon to be introduced. Besides Ho-Oh. I guess Ho-Oh technically was the first one because it was the first episode of the anime. But in actuality, this is like the first one they officially introduced into the anime. You know what I mean? Togepi, yes. It's a little Togepi. Oui, oui. That's French, whatever. Yes, it's a Togepi. Togepi's cute. Togepi is adorable. It's iconic. If you're a Gen 1er like me, you kind of lump it in with the Gen 1 Pokemon, right? Like, I will always consider Togepi as part of like the Gen 1 extended family just because it was introduced so early in the Gen 1 anime. Which, you know, I did watch back in the day because that's when I watched that stuff. But yeah, Togepi's cute. I like Togepi a lot. Togetic kind of sucks. It's like an interesting design, but like thank God they gave it a third evolution in Gen 4 because Togekiss is really cool. Togetic kind of sucks. It's not a bad design, but it's kind of a Pokemon overall. It doesn't get good moves. Its stats kind of suck. It's not as cute as Togepi. It's alright. Natu. Little chicken head Pokemon. Natu fits Johto's theme very well, I think, because Johto has this kind of theme of like ancient life and like mystical things, and like Natu kind of fits that. Yo, Ace Mystery, welcome on in, friend. Good to see you. Natu does kind of fit that theme of like ancient Johto and like the ruins of Alph and the dog Pokemon and like all that kind of stuff. I think they could have fleshed out its lore a little better, but I think as far as like thematically fitting a region, Natu does that better than most Pokemon do. The whole Natu line. So for that alone, I feel like I gotta put Natu, like, Natu I think is like high B tier. And I think Zatu's probably low A tier for that reason. Because Zatu does get the Psychic type, which is awesome. So like that's pretty cool. It's Psychic Flying, which is what Noctowl should have been. but I don't like its design as much. Johto's aesthetic is ancient Japan, like Kyoto, exactly, which I think this fits very well. You know what I mean? This, like, Xatu and Natu have kind of this, like, ancient look. So I think it fits that whole aesthetic very, very well, which I love. I think it is such a fitting Pokemon for that region. So for that alone, I think I got to put it in A tier. This is a duplicate. The Maripline. The Maripline. I love the Maripline. I think the Maripline, at the time they came out, were so underrated. I think they've grown in, like, how much people like them. But I feel like back in the day, Ampharos was such an underrated Pokemon that people just didn't give enough attention to. It's Mary Flaffy in the other one, right? In Ampharos? Meeple, yes. All right, I think the ranking... Mareep, I think, is A tier. I would put it in high A tier, honestly. I think it's such a cute Pokemon. Like, what a cute little sheep. I like its little thingies on its ears. I think it's very cute. Flaffy, not as much. I think Flaffy kind of suffers from middle evolution syndrome, where it's not as cute as the first form, and it's not as iconic as the third form. So I think I got to put it in, like, B tier for that reason, because it does suffer from middle evolution syndrome, where it's just like, eh. Ampharos, absolutely iconic. What a friggin' stud of a Pokemon, honestly. I love Ampharos. I think it goes right about here. Ampharos is such an underrated Pokemon to use in playthroughs just because... it's just having an electric type on your team is great. And it evolves pretty early on. It's a very underrated Pokemon. So the Bayleaf is B tier. I had to. The thing is, here's the thing. I love the Chikorita line a lot. I really, really do. But the thing is, they suffer so much from their typing in this region. Being grass type in Johto is such a fucking disadvantage. It really, really is. It's such a disadvantage to be a grass type in the Johto region. It's a great design, and I like it a lot, but I gotta factor in how useless it is in its own region. I really, really do. That knocks it down at least a letter for me, honestly. Maybe it's higher than Natu. I don't know. It's like top of B tier, I guess. I don't know. Mega Ampharos. I don't know how the fuck I feel about Mega Ampharos, honestly. Why does it, like, look at the flow on this thing. Why are they like, we're gonna make it like a rock star, kinda? That being said, it getting the dragon typing is kind of busted, honestly. The fact that this thing gets the dragon typing is, like, pretty good. It's not as cool as regular Ampharos, though. I'll say that much. I think Mega Ampharos is probably, like, low A tier. I'll put it, like, here. Its typing is very good, getting the dragon typing in there. But, like, why does it have so much hair? Why does Pokemon just give Pokemon hair and they're like, this is a new form, it has hair? Sir, what are we doing? But that's kind of where I think that stands right there. I think A tier is a safe place to put Mega Ampharos. Blossom. I am very torn on how I feel about Blossom. Because here's the thing, I think Vileplume is a much more useful Pokemon. Like, Grass Poison is solid. I think it gets a better move set, gets a lot of good utility moves. But yeah, Blossom, I think it's a very cute Pokemon. I think it has a cool design. But it's just like, it just seems so out of place in the Oddish line. Like, I feel like Blossom would have made more, and I get that it's a Sunstone, so it's a sunny Pokemon. Like, I understand what they were going for here. But I feel like Blossom would have made so much more sense if they just made it its own evolution line. You know what I mean? Like, instead of having it be a split evolution from Oddish, why didn't they just make it its own thing and still have it evolve with a Sunstone? Like, what if Sunflora just evolved into Blossom? Wouldn't that make more sense? You know what I mean? Like, what if they just changed the coloring around and had you know, Sunflora? Exactly. It should have been Sunflora's evolution. I think that would have made more sense to turn the Sunkern line into a 3-stage evolution line instead of making this a split evolution. Not even a split. I think if Sunflora evolved, if they had given Blossom better stats and had Sunflora just evolve into Blossom, I think that would make sense. They're both flower Pokemon. You know, they both have sun as their theme. You know what I mean? Like, I think that would have made more sense because Sunflora sucks. And we'll get to that. Don't worry. Sunkern is terrible, and Sunflora sucks more. Why not make Blossom a little better and then have it be the third evolution in the Sunflora line? Right? Like, that would have made more sense. Not even a split. Just a third evolution, I think, would have made a lot more sense. For that being said, it still is a cool design Pokemon. I'm not going to take what ifs and take that away from it. I like its design. I feel like you're going to use a Vileplume more than you would ever use Blossom. You know what I mean? Like I said, if it was the third evolution of Sunflora, that would have made so much more sense. That would have made it so much more useful. I think for that alone, it's going to be top of B tier. Like I said, the best case scenario for Blossom would have been if they gave it better stats and had it evolve into this line here. Right? If it went Sunkern, Sunflora, then Blossom, that would have been the best way. If you gave it better stats, a better moveset perhaps, it would have fit the theme. I don't know why they made some of the decisions they made in this generation. It is what it is. But whatever. Meryl. I like Meryl a lot, honestly. And Meryl's an interesting Pokemon because the Meryl line has become so much more useful in later generations. Like giving the fairy type to Azumarill. Meryl, in Gen 2, the line was okay. Then they gave it huge power, which is a very good ability, which was, I think, Gen 4 was when they finally gave it that. And no, I'm sorry. Gen 5, I think, is when it got huge power. I might be mistaken, but it just got better and better and better as time went on. I think Meryl is a very cute, iconic Pokemon. And honestly, if you don't pick Totodile, it might be one of your best water type options in a Gen 2 playthrough. I think I'm going to put it in A tier. Because it's still not, it gets better as time goes on, but like, it's still not great. Plus Tracy, I don't remember Tracy. Maybe that was after I stopped watching, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. The fact that it gets fairy typing, though. Should it be? I don't know. There's something to me holds it back from S tier. I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's either high A tier or low S tier. I can't really decide which one I want to put it in. If you guys have thoughts, please let me know. I would love to hear your guys' opinions on this because I'm kind of torn on where I want to put Azumarill here. Because, like, its design is very cool. Same with Meryl. You think A? Yeah, I'm leaning towards A, honestly, Citrone. I'm really leaning towards A here. Because, like, I like its design. I love its ability, or its hidden ability. I love that it gets the fairy typing. I mean, that's really cool. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it in A tier for now. Maybe we'll move it later. Sudowoodo. I like Sudowoodo's design. I think the premise of Sudowoodo is pretty cool. It's like, it's kind of like the next step in like a Voltorb thing where it's like a fake out Pokemon. You know what I mean? Like Voltorb was supposed to be like a fake Pokeball, whereas this is a fake tree. So like, I think the first time you play a Gen 2 game, the reveal of Sudowoodo is kind of cool. Like, although it's obvious that it's not a real tree, I think the reveal of Sudowoodo is pretty cool in the Gen 2 games. That being said, it's still just a fake tree. I mean, that's what it is, right? So I mean, I think it's A tier. It's like mid A tier. It's like, it's cool, but like it's still it's just a fake tree. That's what it is. It's kind of cool. But like outside of like the whole haha look at this gimmick, it's like would have been B tier at most. I mean, I like its design. I don't know. Maybe it is a little lower. It's probably not as cool as Quilava or Mega Ampharos. I'll put it there. It's like a low A tier. I don't know. Politoed. Politoed's another interesting one because it's like I get why you exist. I really do. They were like, oh, well, we have this whole line of tadpoles. They should evolve into a frog. But like, was Politoed really necessary? And honestly, its design it's kind of so basic when you look at it. It's literally just a frog. Like, I don't know, like it's kind of cool, I guess, but it's literally just a frog. I think it becomes useful in VGC when it gets, the drizzle ability. Like I've seen a lot of Politoeds running around in VGC when I used to play a lot. But it's a frog, Chad. It's a frog. A lot more interesting in your opinion. See, I think Poliwrath is a more interesting Pokemon than Politoed. It's a frog. Feel bad being mean to it. It looks so joyful. Was Politoed necessary? I don't think it was. I don't think it was necessary. Like, I think a lot of the split evolutions that they put into Gen 2 were not necessary in the slightest. Why the fuck did we need Politoed? What point was there for Politoed? It's like, it's a frog. I don't know. It's such a basic designed Pokemon. I think I'm going to put it in the bottom of B tier. Because, like, it's useful, so I guess it goes, like, above these guys. But, like, it's a toad. It's a frog. It's a like, I don't know. I don't really have much to say about it because it's designed to me. I've always thought its design just seems so basic. Like, I put it in the same category that I would put, like, Seal and Dugong and these Pokemon that are just, like, so rudimentary in their design. It's like they just took the original, like, thing and they're like, it's Pokemon now. So I don't know. I mean, like, I think B tier is a safe place for it. It's okay, I guess. I don't know. Hoppip. Hoppip sucks. Can I just point that out there? Like, Grass Flying is such a bad type combo, and like Hoppip in general is just Hoppip sucks, dude. It's kind of cute, I guess. I'll put it above Iggly Buff, but it sucks. I think Skiploom is worse. Skiploom is worse because it's just like it's Hoppip, but like it has a dumb flower on its head. Like I've always thought the fucking that's just interesting. I've always thought the Hoppip line, the design is so weird. Like Hoppip is cute, but then it turns into Skiploom and Jumpluff, where it's just like, what were they going for? Like I get it, it's supposed to be like pollen puffs and flowers, but like it's the whole line looks so out of place. I don't know. Like its moveset is trash. Its typing is even worse. Grass Flying? That's terrible. You have so many weaknesses. Grass Flying is such a bad type combo. I think the whole line kind of sucks, honestly. Yeah, I that's really all I got to say about that. I think the whole line is just, it's a stupid evolution line here. We're being perfectly honest. Apom. I like Apom. I like Apom more than I like Ambipom, honestly. I think it made sense that it got an evolution because, like, stat-wise, like, Gen 2 kind of did that thing where they just introduced a lot of, like, one-off Pokemon that were mediocre. And then, thankfully, Gen 4 came around and kind of, like, you know, retconned a lot of them. So, like, you know, Apom, Murkrow, Murkrow, Mischievous, Gligar. Like, all these Pokemon got evolutions, which make them a lot more useful. Apom, I think I like its design better before it evolves, honestly. That being said, doesn't really have any use on a playthrough team, but like it's cute. So I think it's cute. I'll put it like here. It's like mid B tier. It's another one that I love its design. I think it's just another great Gen 2 Pokemon overall. So there's that. Sunkern. Sunkern sucks. Sunkern is stinky duty garbage, right? I don't even like its design that much, honestly. Like, I think it's cute, kinda, but like, I think like the whole line is just so bad. Like, there's no use. There's no reason outside completing your Pokedex to ever use a Sunkern or a Sunflora, ever. There's never going to be a playthrough scenario unless you're doing like a ROM hack that purposely gives you garbage Pokemon. There's never going to be a scenario ever where you're going to want to put this on your team. There are just better grass types everywhere. In Johto alone, you get the Sprout Tower. You can get a Bellsprout early on where, you know, Victory Bell is a lot more useful than Sunflora is. You could get a fucking, whatchamacallit. Even Hoppip is more useful than this thing. I don't know. I just think the whole Sunflora line, while it's cute, it's just so useless. It's just so useless. What's the point of Sunflora? What is the point of it? Why didn't they have Blossom evolve from this thing, guys? Why didn't they have Blossom evolve from this Pokemon? That would have made so much more sense. It would have been so much more useful. If this was a 3-stage evolution, and you could have given Blossom better stats, which would have made it more useful. Why did they have to force a split evolution onto the Oddish line? Whose idea was this? It makes no sense. I don't understand whose idea this was in 1998 to make this a thing, but here we are. Sunflora is useless. I'm sorry. Yanma, another example of a Pokemon that was useless until it got an evolution. I don't know. Like, Yanmega's good, but it's not like... Yeah, ton of dupes incoming. Yanmega's good, but it's not that good. It's good, but it's not that good. And Yanma by itself sucks. I think I gotta put it down here. Yanma kind of sucks. Imagine the guy who had the split Audis line lost his job over it. I think he should have. There was no reason to make that a split evolution there when you could have just given that evolution to a different line and made it better. Like, come on. What are we doing? Wooper. I love Wooper. Oh, what did I just do? I like Wooper a lot. Whoop, there it is. Yeah. The Wooper line is very cute. Wooper is better than Quagsire. I will just say that. Wooper's design, though, I might have to put it in S tier. Honestly. It's so goddamn cute. I don't know where I want it, though. I'm going to put it, like, right next to Ampharos, right up there. I think Wooper is a adorable Pokemon. I really do. I think Water Ground is a great typing. I think, like, the fact that it's just, like, a little whoopy boy, like, it's an adorable, just... Who doesn't like Wooper? Quagsire... I think Quagsire's the same, honestly. Quagsire... where do I want to put Quagsire, guys? Should it be... Is Quagsire high A tier or low S tier? Because Water Ground is such a useful typing. It really is. And this was, like, the first... This is the first one, isn't it? I don't think there were any in Gen 1. Water Ground is a phenomenal typing. And, like, I like Quagsire a lot. It's so derpy. I think I got to put it in S tier. I'm going to put Quagsire in S tier, honestly. I think the Wooper line is great. I think if you're using a water Pokemon in one of your in a Gen 2 playthrough, Quagsire is the way to go. Honestly, I think it's phenomenal. Water Ground is great. A 4x grass weakness in Johto is very manageable because there's no grass specialists. Like, you put it on your playthrough team and you just use it for gyms. That's all you got to do, right? And it pretty much counters every gym. It does good in almost every gym in the region, I think. Like, I can't think of a gym where it's really... I mean, I guess... No, actually, I really can't think of one gym where this thing's going to struggle. Because even in the Ice gym, like, Ice is neutral to it, but you can hit, like, Piloswine for super effective damage. Because Piloswine's a ground type. Yeah, I think S tier Pokemon for sure. Espeon and Umbreon. I think, honestly, these might be the two best evolutions. Honestly, I think Umbreon and Espeon might be the two best evolutions. Umbreon being my favorite, for sure. I think Umbreon might be my second favorite Johto Pokemon so far. Right after... Maybe even... I don't know. I don't know where I want to put it in relation to Crowbat. But, like, Umbreon and Espeon are such perfect evolutions. Honestly. Like, I think... I don't know, man. Like, Umbreon Shiny, of course, is one of the best shinies in the game. The whole day-night thing fitting into it and having the new typing and psychic typing. It's just... What a cool Pokemon. Both of them, honestly. I think they're both high S tier. They're both great designed Pokemon. Easily my favorite evolutions. The two of them. It's like 1 and 1A, honestly. Murkrow. Another Pokemon that kind of sucked before it got an evolution. Honestly, another Pokemon that kind of sucked before it got an evolution. Stelix is a dupe too? Oh, I didn't even see that. Thank you. There we go. I don't know. I think Honchkrow... I don't know how I feel about Murkrow. I think Murkrow is kind of a cool design, right? It's like a dark bird. It's like a little witch hat. I'll put it in like low A tier. I think it's cool. I don't know. I don't really feel passionately about Murkrow one way or the other. I think the fact that fighting is neutral to it kind of negates the usefulness of flying types. Yeah, I don't know. I'll put it there. It's low A tier. Slowking. I think Slowking is a very cool Pokemon. I think this is one of the split evolutions that they did that I liked. Design-wise, I guess. I think having, like, you know, Slowpoke evolve into, like, the smartest Pokemon of all time is a really cool thing. It was iconic in, like, the early, you know, the early Gen 2 anime thing. It's a pretty cool Pokemon. It takes a line that I like a lot and adds something cool to it. I'll put it in high A tier. It's definitely not S tier, but I think Slowking's like a high A tier Pokemon. Pokemon 2000, he was the old sage. Yeah, he's one of the few Pokemon that could actually talk, which I thought was pretty cool. Yeah, Slowking's cool. I mean, like, I think having a split evolution on the Slowpoke line was a pretty cool choice, honestly. You know what I mean? It's like Slowpoke either stays dumb or it evolves into a really smart thing. I think that's a pretty cool concept for evolution, right? Because isn't that how evolution, like, would work if it was a real thing? You know what I mean? Like, it just seems to make sense to me. So there's that. Mischievous. I'm torn on Mischievous, honestly. Maybe you guys can help me here. I like the design of Mischievous. I think it's a very cute Pokemon. But, like, if you're only going to introduce one ghost type into the game, why does it have to be so weak and useless? Mischievous was literally so useless that you have a ghost type specialist in this game who doesn't use it. Like, you gave the ghost type specialist just the Gengar line instead of giving it one Mischievous, because Mischievous was so bad that you couldn't justify putting it in the 4th gym of the game. That's not great. Gen 2 did a lot of this shit. Gen 2 did this shit so much where they introduced these one-stage Pokemon that are just not good. And thankfully Gen 4 added more into there, but, like, even the ones that didn't get new Pokemon in there, like Dunsparce and, like, fucking, what's your name? Starts with a Q. Why am I forgetting the name of this thing? That's how useless it is, chat. I forget the name of this thing. Quill Fish. Shuckle. I don't know. There's so many Pokemon, like Corsola, which finally they added an evolution to. But, like, even still, I don't know. Like, Gen 2 added so many, like, single-stage Pokemon that just suck. That being said, Mischievous is kind of cute. I mean, I'm going to put it in, like, mid-B tier, I guess. It's cute, but it's useless. It's useless until it gets an evolution. Shuckle's the worst. Whoever used it, well, that person against me. I got wrecked by a Shuckle one time, but we don't have to talk about that. Unknown. Unknown is another interesting one, guys, because Unknown is just such wasted potential for what could have been such a cool Pokemon. Like, Unknown, like, in theory is so cool. It's based on the alphabet, and it's like an ancient Pokemon. But, like, lore-wise in the games, they really didn't do anything with Unknown. Like, the Ruins of Alph is a completely avoidable area in a Gen 2 playthrough. You literally don't have to go there if you don't want to. It's out of the way. There's no reason to ever go there. But no, like, it's such a disappointment that the Ruins of Alph could have been this cool thing, but they did nothing. They did nothing with it in the games. Why? Why is it such an optional area? Why couldn't they have made that a part of the story of Gen 2? Why couldn't they have given Gen 2 a better story and had the Ruins of Alph play into it? You know what I mean? Like, what if there was turmoil in the Ruins of Alph and, like, the Unknown were, like, storming around like they were in that movie? Like, that would have been really cool. And, like, you have to go there and, like, I don't know, you encounter them and they spell, like, get out or something. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, how cool would that have been? Gen 2 was developed in under a year. That's not an excuse. It's not my fault they rushed Gen 2. If anything, that makes it worse. I'm sorry. Like, all the Gen 2 stands out there, Gen 2 is such a flawed generation for reasons like this. You had these Pokemon with so much potential. Unknown has so much potential to be so cool, and you squandered it because the games were so rushed that you couldn't take the time to flush out a cool storyline or something. That's why Gen 3 is so much better than Gen 2. Because they took their time with Gen 3 and they gave it a cool story. Remake could have done better. They could have, and they didn't. They made it a little better, I guess. They made the Ruins of Alph a little more useful, but not that much. Like, and besides that, like, the potential lore, Unknown is such a useless Pokemon. Gen 3 better because Mudkip? No. Well, no. No. Like, I'm gonna keep it out of D tier because it has such cool design potential, but they did nothing with it. Like, why haven't they brought back Unknown in newer games? Like, why hasn't Unknown made a reappearance as, like, a cool, like, sub storyline? Like, I get it, it's native to Johto, but, like, what if it wasn't? What if Unknown wasn't just native to Johto? What if the Unknown were also native to a different region? Like, how cool would it have been if, like, in Gen 4, They brought the unknown back and made them like cooler and a more integral part. Galarian unknown. I mean, not even like a different form, but like, what if, here's this. Gen 4 talks about time and space and this, that, the other. What if like at the end in like the distortion world, like the unknown were there too? Like, I don't know. It could have been like, it could have been used in a different way in the games. Like, yeah, in the movies they used it, which is great. But like in the games, they really didn't do anything with it. They should have done something with unknown. And for that, it's low C tier. The unknown are back and they're pissed. This summer, Unknown stars in Revenge of the Unknown, rated PG-13. Oh my god. I don't know. It's just such a waste of potential for a Pokemon, honestly. It could have been so cool with the lore. All unknown based at 500. That Mega Unknown. I don't know. Like, I'm spitballing here. I don't even know. Imagine if like there was a Mega Unknown, but it was like all the letters together. Like, I don't know. That could have been cool. I don't know. Maybe I'm stretching here. The Extremely Unknown. I don't know. Where are we? We're at Wobbuffet now. Oh my god. All right. All the unknowns. You'll get known. There you go. Like like wishy-washy. Exactly. I don't know. Could have been something. But I mean, it was before abilities, so you couldn't have done that. I'm just saying they could have like retconned it. Whatever. Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet was cool in the anime. I remember, you know, Team Rocket had the Wobbuffet. It was always popping out and like, Wobbuffet. Like, that was kind of cool. But the fact that this thing is such a menace in Nuzlocke pisses me off. Wobbuffet is the absolute cheapest Pokemon in Nuzlocke. Literally ever. But, like, I respect it because it's supposed to be cheap. You know what I mean? It's like Wobbuffet is so cheap, but, like, that's its job, is to just ruin your day. Like, once it gets the Shadow Tag ability, oh my god. I'm gonna put it in B tier. I respect Wobbuffet knows what it's supposed to do, and it does it well. It is there in Nuzlocke to just kill one of your Pokemon every time. That is its sole purpose, is to just ruin your day. You see a Wobbuffet, you're losing a Pokemon. That is how that works. And I respect it. I really do. It does its job, and it does it well. Girafarig. Girafarig's another Pokemon that, like, another single evolution Pokemon that just kind of exists. Imagine if they had made this a dual type Psychic and Dark type. How much better would that have been? Like, imagine, why didn't they make this dual Psychic and Dark? It would have fit better with the theme. It would have made it more useful. It would have negated it would have negated a bunch of its weaknesses. Like, I don't know. It would have been a cool Pokemon to have in there. It would have made the bug type a little better because that's a quad super effective. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That being said, I don't hate its design. I don't know. It's kind of cool, I guess. It's average. I'm going to put it in low B tier. Its design is kind of cool. I like that it's like a psychic Pokemon that has like the duality going for it. I don't even know. It's all right, I guess. It would have been cooler if it was a dark type. If it was psychic dark, it would have been a lot better, in my opinion. Pineco. What do I even do with Pineco, Chad? Does anybody have strong feelings toward Pineco? Has anybody ever looked at a Pineco and been like, wow, like, this is my favorite Pokemon, or wow, I hate this Pokemon? Like, I feel like it's just such a neutral... Pokemon. Like, I feel like you liked it when you were 5. I mean, like, it's cool. Yeah, it explodes. It's annoying. I don't know. Like, I guess the Pineco line is okay. Shelter Cloister line ripoff. Not really. I mean, it's different. It's a Pinecone. As an adult, Yeah, it was fun to headbutt it. You're right. I think it's an average Pokemon. I'd put it like around here. It's average. Pineco is solid B tier. I think Fortress is cooler just because it gets the Steel type and it explodes. That's kind of cool. I think I'll put it in like a little higher B tier just because it gets that. And like in the Elite Four, it can be kind of annoying. I still like, there's really no need to use one on a team. Yeah, it's above Blossom. It's a little more useful than Blossom. There's really no need to ever use one on a team because there's better Steel types out there. But like, it's tanky and like it explodes. So like, it's good, I guess. Explosion's a cool move if you're not doing a Nuzlocke. Dunsparce. Dunsparce is an interesting one because Dunsparce, outside of the memes, Dunsparce is useless. Has there ever been a reason to use a Dunsparce? What does Dunsparce even do? What is the point of Dunsparce besides being a meme, honestly? Like, Shuckle is tanky. Shuckle at least has some purpose. Like, what the fuck is the point of Dunsparce? Seriously, what is the point of Dunsparce? Does anybody know? Anybody at all? Looks like a gimmicky pillow you find at a thrift store. Like, its design is cool because of the memes, but like, it's sparse as Duns. True. Rollout, but like, it's not even that. Like, look at its stats though. Like, I don't know. It's a mono normal type, so it doesn't get stab on any of that type of stuff. Why are there so many pop-ups on Bulbapedia? Oh my god. Where are its stats? Let's see. Woof. F***ing woof. F***ing woof. Serene Grace Ironhead? Eh? But look at how bad its stats are. Why has this not got an evolution, chat? Why has this not got an evolution or a form or something? How did they do Dunsparce so dirty? Why would you ever use this thing? Like, it has okay HP, but then nothing else going for it. Flinch hacks with 45 speed? Good luck with that. Good luck flinching anybody when you have a base speed of 45. Who the fuck are you outspeeding with 45? What are you outspeeding? Snorlax? What the fuck is the point of this thing? Because Nintendo's special, clearly. But look at these fucking stats. That's terrible. I do think Gen 2 overall is the most lacking gen. Yes. Yes, Buzzing Bee. I think I agree. There's a lot of very average Pokemon here. There's not a lot of like great Pokemon or terrible Pokemon. Most of them are just average. Dunsparce, on the other hand, outside of the memes, I gotta put it in like low C tier. It's so fucking useless. It is so fucking useless. Happany's not till Gen 4 though. You get Blissey in this gen, but we'll get to that. Despite it being the most lacking, though, Gen 2 is some of your favorite mons. There are some iconic ones there. I'll agree with you on that. Like, Crowbat's one of my favorites. Umbreon, the Cyndaquil line, Espeon. All these S-tier Pokemon are Pokemon I truly love. But I don't know. Outside of nostalgia, so many of these Pokemon just suck. Gligar. Gligar is another Pokemon that greatly benefits from getting an evolution. Like, prior to it getting an evolution, it's not great, but, like, pretty good typing. I like Gligar, though. I think I gotta put Gligar in, like, high B tier, because I really do like its design, and I think Gliscor is pretty cool. But, like, before it gets an evolution, it kind of sucks. And, like, its moveset really isn't great. It's not bad. I don't know. I think I'm gonna put it in, like, high B tier. Maybe above here. Steelix. Now, Stelix is an example of a Pokemon that took a fairly useless Pokemon in Onix and made it much, much, much better. Stelix is fucking awesome. I love Stelix. Stelix, easy S tier for me. I think I'm going to put it... I think Espeon's a little cooler. I'm going to put it right below Espeon. I really fucking like Stelix a lot. I think the Steel type in general was such a great typing to add to Pokemon because it makes sense. But, like, my god, Onix was so useless, and then Stelix just makes it so much better. Dunsparce isn't really fairy-esque. True, I mean, honestly, you could do anything with Dunsparce, though, right? You could really do anything with the Dunsparce line. You could make it a fairy type. You could make it a dragon type. You could make it a ground type. You could make it a flying type because it has little wings. Mega Stelix, though, SSS. Mega Stelix is great. I will agree with that. Design-wise, it's phenomenal. Yeah, I think Mega Stelix might be one of the best designed Megas of all time, honestly. I love the way Mega Stelix looks. I like that it has, like, the particles orbiting it. I'll put it above Stelix. I think they're about on the same level, honestly. But, like, Mega Stelix having, like, the orbiting around it is so fucking cool. What a dope-ass Pokemon Stelix is, honestly. Just in general, Stelix is so useful. The Snubbull line. Snubbull definitely got better with the fairy type, I'll say that. I think Snubbull gets a lot better when it gets fairy typing. Prior to that, it's okay. It's a puppy, so because it's a puppy, it definitely gets higher rated in my book. I'll put Snubbull in A tier. It's probably like... I think it's about here. It's like mid A tier. Granble, I'm gonna put Granble in the same... I'm gonna put Granble in the same realm as Snubbull. Maybe a little higher. I like its design. Yeah, it's cooler than Noctowl. I'm gonna put it like here. Here's the thing. It gets a lot better when it gets the fairy typing, like most Pokemon do. I mean, you give any Pokemon the best typing in the game, and it's gonna become more useful. But like, its moveset is okay. Like, I don't see many reason to use one ever, besides the fact that it's like kind of a cute Pokemon. I don't know. Like, I don't see much of a reason to ever use Granble on your team. Like, there are better fairy types, I guess. I don't know. It's strong, and I think it gets Intimidate, which is pretty good. Quill Fish. Is there any reason to use a Quill Fish? Any reason? Like, Water Poison isn't a bad type, but, like, you could just use a Tentacruel. Why the fuck would you ever use a Quill Fish? There's no reason for it. Quill Fish has no reason to exist. Like, design-wise, it's kind of cool. Like, I like its design, but, like, why are you a mono evolution Pokemon? Why don't you have an evolved form? Why have they never given Quill Fish an evolved form before? Why not? Like, seriously, what's the reasoning behind this, guys? What the fuck? Like, Quill Fish, there's no reason to use one. It's just a forgettable Pokemon, too. This Pokemon has terrible stats, and you don't give it an evolution? And plus, there's a Water Poison type that's easily available in the game that is so much better. Like, Poison types are already very common. Poison's bad type, so the school Pokemon stand out more, I guess. But, like, holy shit, there's no reason to ever use one. It doesn't get better moves than Tentacruel. It has worse stats than Tentacruel. It's harder to find than Tentacruel. Like, what the fuck? Background character. Yeah, basically. What a terrible Pokemon. Like, so forgettable. What a shame. Now on the complete opposite end of the spectrum is Scizor. On the complete opposite end of the spectrum, you have my boy Scizor here, who I think belongs here. Top 3 Johto Pokemon for damn sure, Scizor. Just a modern-day Kleavor, baby. Yup, I love Scizor. What a cool... I know it gets decimated by fire types, which is disappointing, but, like, Scizor, such a cool design for a Pokemon. It took a Pokemon that was already really cool in Scyther and honestly probably made it cooler. Thoughts on the Hisuian form? I really like Kleavor. I think it makes sense because, like, you have... Like, Scizor is, like, the futuristic version, right? Like, Steel typing is inherently a very futuristic design. I like Kleavor. I think it makes sense because Steel is futuristic, you know what I mean? It gets the metal coat, evolves it. I think that's a very, like, modern thing. This game takes place in the past. There should be a previous evolution. And it also makes sense that this Pokemon would have gone extinct. It makes sense that Kleavor would have gone extinct because Scizor is a better version of it. So in the future, there's no reason to ever have a, you know what I mean? Like, I think overall, it makes sense. It is a very logical Pokemon for them to add to the Scyther line. And I think it's cool that they added that in there. So yeah, I like it. And I think its design is cool. It's a very fierce, like, primitive looking Pokemon. Like, it makes sense that Scyther would have to evolve into that to keep up with the atmosphere of the Hisui region, you know? So I like that. If I was putting Kleavor somewhere, it'd probably be like low S tier, high A tier as of right now, just from my initial gut reaction. Mega Scizor I think looks stupid. I'm sorry. I like Scizor a lot, but I think Mega Scizor just is doing too much. Honestly, I think Mega Scizor is doing way too much here. I'm gonna put it in like A tier because it's still Scizor, but like I'm gonna put it in the same category that I put Ampharos. But yeah, I'd put it with Ampharos. They're cool Pokemon and they're useful, but like something about their design just like, I don't know. Gets badass holographic wings. That's cool, but like, I don't know. To me, it's not as cool as regular Scizor. You know what I mean? It's like something about it. I don't know. I think regular Scizor is a much cooler looking Pokemon than Mega Scizor. Same thing with Ampharos. Just a weird looking design. Shuckle. Longtime viewers of my channel will know that I have had a mixed experience with Shuckle. I one time got obliterated by some dude who had a Shuckle on his VGC team. After talking a lot of shit, I talked a lot of shit about Shuckle, which is why we say, don't fuckle with the Shuckle. It's a true story. Bonus Shuck points for the shiny. Its shiny is very cool. Shuckle, I think, is a gimmick Pokemon that serves a purpose. It is very tanky. It's designed to stall you out with toxic stall strats, and it's kind of cute in its own derpy kind of way. Out of respect, I'm going to put it in the A tier. I think it's like here. I think it belongs in like mid A tier. It's you know what? It's a very like cool Pokemon premise. And as far as like gimmicky Pokemon go, you know what? It's earned its place in the middle of A tier, if you ask me. Heracross. I love Heracross. I fucking love Heracross. What a fucking cool Pokemon Heracross is. Bug fighting, like it could be better, like as far as like its moveset goes, but like I'm gonna put it below Ferret. They did bug type such a solid with Heracross. They really did. They really did. Bug fighting is such a great type combo. And like Heracross has good stats and it gets some decent moves later on in the games. Heracross is a pretty cool Pokemon. Just don't go near flying types with it, for the love of God. Mega Heracross, I put this in the same category. Mega Heracross looks stupid compared to Heracross. Like, I get it. It's like the horned beetle now has a better horn. It's like maybe it's a little above, I guess, design-wise. But, like, I don't know. I just think it looks stupid compared to Heracross. I think Heracross looks better, and then you got Mega Heracross that's like, my horn can pierce the sky. Like, I don't know. Sneasel. I think Sneasel's cool. I think Weavile makes it better. I think Sneasel's kind of an underutilized Pokemon, but, like, I like its design a lot. I'm going to put it, like, low A tier. I think it's better than the Megas. I'm going to put it, like, right there. I think it's, like, mid to low A tier. I love Ice Dark as a type combo. I think that's pretty cool, even though, like, defensively it's a mess. Weavile makes it better. And I've always loved Sneasel's design. I think it's that's just, like, such a great Pokemon design is Sneasel. You know what I mean? I just think it looks good. So I'm putting Sneasel there. Teddy Ursa. Teddy Ursa is so cute. Can we acknowledge that? Teddy Ursa, I think, has to be high A tier just because of how cute it is. Honestly, it might even be S tier. It might be bottom of S tier. Isn't Ice Dark one of the best offensive? Offensively, yes. Just defensively, it has so many weaknesses. I mean, you got a 4 times weakness to fighting. That's brutal. Like, Ice defensively is terrible, and Dark defensively is good, but not great. I don't know. Offensively, it's great, but defensively, woof. Little Star Bear baby. I know. Look how cute it is. I love Teddy Ursa. I think it's better than Ursaring. Ursaring's kind of just an average designed Pokemon, honestly. I think Teddy Ursa is so much better. Ursaring's probably somewhere in, like, the B tier. It's, like, cool, but it's not nearly as cute or, like, I don't know. I don't know. I like Teddy Ursa's design a lot better than Ursaring, to be honest with you. Gentle hold. I know. Teddy Ursa is precious and must be protected at all costs. Look at its face. Look how cute this Pokemon is, chat. Come on. It's adorable. You can't not like Teddy Ursa. If you existed in the Pokemon world... Yeah, exactly. If you existed in the Pokemon world, wouldn't you want a Teddy Ursa in real life? Like, I would get a Teddy Ursa, and I would give it an Everstone, and I would never evolve it. Where are we? Slugma-balls, chat. Slugma-balls. Let me hit the obligatory penis joke button, because that is a penis joke. Slugma-balls. There you go. Penis joke. That being said, Slugma sucks, chat. Slugma sucks. Can I acknowledge that? I like its design. I think it's a cool Pokemon, but it doesn't evolve until level 38. It has terrible stats. Why doesn't it evolve to a level 38? Why doesn't it evolve to a level 38? Why doesn't it evolve to a level 38? For that reason alone, I'm sorry, that's not where you go. You go... I'm going to put it in B tier. Why don't you evolve to a level 38? Macargo has an Ash Shiny. Yeah, I mean, I do like Slugma Shiny, you're not wrong, but why doesn't it evolve to a level 38? Why are you so useless until you evolve at level 38? At level 38, chat. At level 38. Why? Why so late? Why are you stuck? If you want to use this thing, why are you stuck with a Slugma until level 38? That's so long to have such a mediocre Pokemon. And even then, Macargo's not that good. Imagine evolving at level 38 only become the worst type combo in the game. Exactly. After all that time, you evolve into this thing. After all that time, you evolve into Macargo? Like, get the f out of here. Macargo's down here. Evolves into Dragapult. Oh, Dreepy. Yeah, but that's a pseudo-legendary. So, like, here's the thing, though. Pseudo-legendaries are supposed to evolve late because you don't get them till later in the game. So by the time you get them, it's like, all right, you can train it up to the rest of your team. Like, it makes sense for a pseudo-legendary to evolve at a late level. I'm okay with that. Honestly. I used Dragapult on my team when I played through Sword and Shield the first time. I'm okay with pseudo-legendaries evolving late, but Slugma? Slugma makes no sense to evolve that late. There's no reason for it at all. It's a bad Pokemon that waits way too long to evolve. There's no reason for that. Like, T-Tar evolving late makes sense. Metagross evolving late makes sense. Garchomp. Pseudo-legendary Pokemon should evolve later. Slugma? Out of here. Swinub. Buttons, Lars. It's buttons. Yeah, but Mike, Flame Body. True. Flame Body's a useful ability. I'll give you that, Deji. I'll give you that. Especially for breeding. But, like, fine. It's fine. You know what? It's above Iggly Buff. It's high C tier. There you go. The Buttons line. Here we go. I do like the Swinub line a lot. I think Mamoswine is a very cool Pokemon, although it's not here because it's Gen 4. There's potential for Riot. I like it. I like it. I think it's high A tier. I think they're both high A tier. I think Swinub is cuter than Piloswine, so I'm going to put them there. I think they're high A tier. To me, personally, they're not S tier. Just because, I mean, like, they're cute, but, like, I don't know. They're not, like, my favorite Pokemon, honestly. This is my opinion. I like them. I think they're cute. They're high A tier. Mamo is S tier. Yeah, Mamo's S tier because it's damn good. I'd agree with you. And we'll get to Gen 4 one day. One day we'll do Gen 4. But, yeah, Mamo definitely S tier. But these two, they're A tier. They're cute. There's reason to use them, right? I mean, Ice Ground is an interesting type combo. You could use it. But, like, I don't know. They're good. They're A tier. I like them. Corsola. Corsola sucks. Corsola sucks. I'm sorry. Corsola, it's a cute Pokemon, but it sucks. There's no need for it. It doesn't evolve. It's, like, kind of cute. And it's, like, it's supposed to be Coral. But Water Rock is a pretty shitty type combo, as we've established with Amistar and Kabuto. And it's not great. It's really not that great. You don't get any good resistances out of being Water Rock. I don't know. It's meh. Galarian Corsola, I kind of like it. The fact that it evolves and it gets a ghost typing, which is pretty cool. I'll put it in, like, B tier. Corsola should have got a regular evolution. It should have, but it didn't, which is stupid. I like Galarian Corsola, though. I'll put it, like, around here with, like, Apom. Because I think you add ghost type to anything and it inherently becomes better, right? I think ghost type is such a good Pokemon to pair with other typings because it just makes typings better because you get that normal resistance. I mean immunity. Sorry, you get a normal immunity. Which you can't undervalue the immunity to normal types. It's very useful. Remoraid. Fun fact, chat. Fun fact. I didn't know Remoraid was a gun until I was an older person. As a kid, I had no idea this was supposed to be based off a gun. I don't know why. It went whoosh, right over my head. Remoraid's okay. It's a gun. It's based off a gun. Yeah, exactly. It's a gun and Octillery's like a cannon. I think Remoraid itself is like an okay design. I'll put it like here. Octillery, on the other hand, I love Octillery. It's cool with its interactions with Mantine. I do like that. That is true. But I think Octillery is such a better Pokemon. I love Octillery's design. I think it gets a very well-rounded moveset. I think Octillery is like high A tier. Octillery is like just such a very cool Pokemon. Beta Remoraid was way more gun. Dude, for real. Beta Remoraid just straight up was a gun. There you go. Like, it was very obvious that it was a gun. And then Octillery was also much more of like a cannon. But yeah, like the betas looked much more like weapons than the actual like Pokemon ended up looking like. You know what I mean? I like these designs better, don't get me wrong. But yeah, Remoraid's supposed to be a gun. Go figure. Like, there's the little trigger. There's the handle. It's where the bullets would come out of. Yeah, Beta Octillery was literally a tank. Using its tentacle. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Like, I like Octillery a lot, honestly. I think Octillery is a very cool design for a Pokemon. I think its moveset is great because it gets a lot of type coverage moves. It's A tier, for sure. Its stats kind of hold it back. Great idea, but we can't tell it. Yeah, exactly. So they toned it down a little, which makes sense. Delibird. Delibird. Delibird is such a stupid gimmick Pokemon. I'm sorry. Delibird. Delibird is so stupid. Like, its design is kind of cute, but, like, fuck you. You give presents. Fuck out of here with that shit. I'm not even going to waste time talking about Delibird because Delibird sucks. So there's that. Let's move on. Delibird fucking sucks. Mantine. Mantine's okay. Mantine's okay. I don't know why it has such a bad catch rate. That annoys me. Mantine's like an average Pokemon. I'm going to put it in B tier. I have nothing against Mantine, but, like, it's not one of my favorite Pokemon. It's not very memorable. It's all right. It exists. It was created to be used in one episode. Yeah, that's probably it. It was a Pokemon that they were like, we need a Santa Pokemon. I don't know. BSD, bad design. Oh, it sucks. There's no reason to ever use a Delibird, ever. It has a move that can heal your opponent. Like, get the fuck out of here. It's terrible. Delibird can learn TMs. Okay, but its stats are terrible. Just because it can learn them, like, just because it can learn them doesn't mean it should. You know what I mean? Like, those TMs are better used on other Pokemon. Like, where's its base stats? Dude, look at these stats. Look at these stats, bro. Are you kidding me with this? It's interesting. It is cool that it learns a lot of TMs, but bruh. Look at this shit. Look at this shit right here. 330 base stat total and nothing redeeming about it for a Pokemon that doesn't evolve and learns a gimmick moveset. There's no reason to ever use this. Also, it's an ice type, so it gets, like, hit by everything. Like, where's the type chart on this thing? Look at this. It's got 4 weaknesses. It's terrible. On the opposite end of the spectrum, though, is Skarmory. A Pokemon that I really, really like. I think Skarmory is probably top of A tier with Lantern. It's good. Could be better. I think Skarmory was a Pokemon that definitely should have got an evolution in Gen 4. I'm surprised they never gave Skarmory an evolution. Like, it's good, but it could be so much better. And, like, Steel Flying is an interesting type combo because Steel is just such a good defensive type and Flying is actually a pretty decent offensive type, so it kind of balances out a little there. It's cool. I like it a lot. It's fast. Gets a lot of good moves. Shiny Skarmory got them green wings. True, Deji, true. It's a cool Pokemon overall. Puppy. Puppy, chat. It's a puppy. Guys, it's a puppy. Puppies are always S tier. Puppies. Skarmory looks too complete to get an Evo. I don't know. I feel like they could have done something with it, though. Maybe like another form. I don't know. They could have done something for Skarmory to make it better, right? Like, Scyther looked complete until it got an evolution. You know what I mean? There's a lot of time when a Pokemon looks like it's complete, but it isn't. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they definitely could have done more with it. But yeah, Skarmory, A tier. Puppy. We're on Puppy. I love the Houndoom line. The only disadvantage of the Houndoom line is you don't get it till so late in Gen 2. It's so stupid that they lock this Pokemon behind post-game. Skarmory with Eviolite? Exactly. That'd be busted. It's like Chansey with Eviolite, which we'll get to because I think that's stupid. Houndoom is so fucking cute. Or Houndour is so cute, and Houndoom I like a lot too. Not as much as Houndoom, but I'll put it in low S tier. I still think I like fire types. Dark Fire is an interesting type combo. It's a strong Pokemon. I like it a lot. It just sucks that it's locked behind the post game. I am biased towards dog Pokemon though. And Mega Houndoom, I think, is actually a very cool design for a Mega. I'll put that in S tier as well, right above Houndoom. Mega Houndoom's sweet. I think that's one of the cooler designed Megas, especially from Gen 2. It's up there with Mega Stelix. Not as cool, but it's a very cool design for a Mega, honestly. I like that it gets, like, more evil looking and bigger, and, like, I just think it's a very cool designed Pokemon. Kingdra. Kingdra's badass, dude. Kingdra is so good. Water Dragon is such a good type combo. And it gets so many good moves, and it's just such a cool, iconic Pokemon. I'm going to put it in S tier just for the viability of it. Fanpy. At Austin. Are you in chat still? Because I love Fanpy. I was Team Fanpy before anybody else was Team Fanpy. I will say that. I plugged so hard to be Team Fanpy. I love Fanpy. What a cute Pokemon. It's up there with Teddiursa. It's cuter than Teddiursa. I'm sorry. It's a little elephant. It's cuter than Teddiursa. It's S tier for that reason alone. I wish that Donphan was a little better, honestly. I wish Donphan got a secondary typing besides just ground. Like, if Donphan was, like, steel ground, that would have been pretty cool. But sadly, it's mono ground. I like Donphan, just not as much as Fanpy. I'll put it, like, here. It's still high A tier. It's still a cool design for a Pokemon, but, like, Fanpy is just so cute. Donphan's pretty cool in the movie. Yeah, it was another Pokemon that was introduced way earlier than the other Gen 2 Pokemon. People forget that. I thought it was ground rock. Exactly. It's mono ground. I think it should have been ground steel. I think that would have been cool. If they had made, like, the horn thing a little more steel, that would have been pretty cool. Because ground rock sucks, because it has so many 4x weaknesses, but that's neither here nor there. Porygon 2. I like Porygon 2. I'm pretty neutral on Porygon 2. I like Porygon better. I like Porygon Z better. Porygon 2 is cool, though. I'll put it here. It made sense to give Porygon an evolution. And, you know, I like the whole thing that it, like, you know, it's like an upgraded version, so it gets the disc and it upgrades itself. I think that's pretty cool. Where are we? Stantler. Why did Pokemon have to give this thing an evolution, chat? Why did they have to give this thing an evolution? I was so adamant that this is the most forgettable Pokemon of all time. I was so adamant about it. And then Pokemon comes out and they're like, oh, you think it's forgettable? Here's an evolution for it. F you, Mike. I still hate Stantler. There is no reason to use a Stantler in any Gen 2 playthrough. It is a mediocre normal type that just, there's nothing about it that I like. But it gets a very cool evolution. If I was doing this tier list a couple months ago before they announced Weirdeer as a Pokemon, it would have been D tier. But Weirdeer kind of intrigues me. I'll put it in low C tier for that reason. Spent 2 hours talking about forgettable Pokemon should get evolution, and Stantler does, and you're like, they gave it an Evo? Because f*** Stantler. Because f*** Stantler, Zitrine. Because f*** Stantler. That's why. I've been very adamant that f*** Stantler. I hate Stantler. It's such a boring Pokemon. Ugh, I don't know. Smeargle is a very interesting one, because in a playthrough you probably wouldn't use it, but this thing ran VGC for a very long time. Like Gen 6 VGC, Smeargle was busted. Mike is not a Stantler. There you go. That was pretty good. Smeargle is like, it's another one of those gimmick Pokemon, but like, I respect the gimmick. I really do. If you know how to use that gimmick, it's incredibly useful. And for that, I think it belongs in the bottom of A tier for me personally. Maybe a little higher. Maybe like there. I gotta show it some respect. It ran VGC for a very long time because you could give it literally any moveset you want. For those who don't know, the whole gimmick of Stantler is it only learns the move Sketch, which basically you can teach it any move you want in the game. So what people do in VGC, or what they used to do in VGC, because it's not in Gen 8, what they would do is just teach it like busted movesets. Yes, I mean Smeargle. Am I saying Stantler? I'm sorry. Smeargle. Smeargle. I'm sorry. Yes, Smeargle. But what they would do is they would teach it like busted ass movesets, and like it would just run VGC because you could teach it literally anything. So like, you know, you could teach it like Geomancy, and you could teach it like, you know, any moveset in the world, so it's impossible to prepare for it. Tyrogue and Hitmontop. So here's the thing. In theory, I like Tyrogue because I like that they make the Hitmons like related to each other. I think that's cool. But design-wise and like the way it evolves, I hate the gimmick of how this Pokemon evolves, honestly. I hate that like you gotta balance its stats, and like if its attack is higher, it's a Hitmonchan. And if its defense is higher, it's a Hitmonlee. And if they're exactly the same, that's stupid. I don't like that. I don't like the design of Tyrogue. I don't like Tyrogue that much. I don't think it's an interesting Pokemon. I think as far as the babies go, it's like the weirdest one. It's like a wrestler. Like, I don't know. It's stupid. Hitmontop, I think, is pretty cool. I don't know. It's cool, but like I like the other Hitmons better. I'll probably put it in like B tier. It's above Blossom. It's above you too. It's probably like high B tier. It's pretty cool, but like I don't know. I like Hitmonchan better personally. Hitmonchan's probably my favorite of the Hitmons. Hitmontop is cool though. Gets a good moveset. Gets Intimidate. It's got balanced stats. But like they did it so dirty with the 3D sprite. Oh my god, the 3D sprite for this Pokemon is so fucking bad because it's just like it looks like it's about to break dance. It's like, oh yeah, here we go. We're about to do it. Hitmontop. That's what it does the whole time. That's the whole thing it does. It's so stupid. What, Lars? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. Smoochum. Do you know what Hitmontop is? A top? It's a top. It's based off that. Is it based off of Breakdancer? Is it really? Okay, now I kind of feel stupid. I didn't know it was supposed to be based off of Breakdancer. No? What is Hitmontop? It's literally based off the Brazilian dance. Oh, Brazilian dance fighting. That makes sense. Okay, I officially retract my my statements based on the breakdancing thing. We're just gonna like pretend that didn't just happen. Kappa era requires a lot of balance. Okay, fair. Look, I can be wrong sometimes, I'll admit, which is why the stats need to be equal. That's very fair. Fair. That makes it a little cooler in my mind. I still think it's here, but like respect to that. That's probably, I really had no idea. I still don't like Tyrogue though. That doesn't change my opinion on Tyrogue. But fair. Okay, I can't know everything, chat. Okay, I'm not an encyclopedia. Sometimes I don't know things, okay? Every once in a while. I'm not omnipotent. Omnipotent? 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 I don't know. I'm not that. Anyways, we're down the home stretch, guys. Let's finish strong here. Smoochum. I hardly know him. First of all. Smoochum's cute, I guess. I don't know. It's not great. It's based off Jinx. Or it is Jinx. Not a big fan. I'll put it here with Iggly Buff. It's like a little cuter, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't hate it because I mean, like, Ice Psychic is still a very interesting type combo, and like, I think it makes sense to give Jinx a baby Pokemon because it's humanoid, right? I think humanoid Pokemon having baby forms. I'm Omni-Man. Yeah, there we go. Close enough. I think having humanoid Pokemon have baby forms makes sense. So it grows up to be a predator, but like that's not its fault. It's not Smoochum's fault that one day it becomes a predator. And like racist in Gen 1, but that's neither here nor there. Elekid. I like Elekid. Not as much as some of the other baby Pokemon, but like it's still cute. I think Elekid's like solid B tier. It's like up here. It's a little plug on its head. That's cute. Smoochum is fugly. I don't think it's fugly. It's got like a little personality to it. Baby two hands. Damn right. I love baby two hands. I like Elekid. Elekid's probably, you know what? Fuck it. Elekid's up here with Cleffa. Elekid's A tier. I changed my mind. I think Elekid's one of the better baby Pokemon designs. Magby's a little derpy dude, but I love the duck baby. Magby, I think Magby is cute. Like, Magby's very cute. I think it's like a little like hair thing is adorable. I think it's up there with Elekid. I think I like Elekid a little more, but Magby's adorable. It's a little derpy face. Like, ooh, I'm a Magby. And honestly, as far as baby Pokemon go, Magby's actually pretty damn strong. So, not terrible. Where are we here? Miltank. This menace. Move Elekid up. There's Austin. I knew he'd chime in eventually when I was talking about two hands here. I don't know, Austin. I don't know. Like, you know what? I'll give you this. It's better than Cleffa. It's better than Xatu. It's better than Hoot Hoot. I'll put it here. No, not there. I'll put it here. And then you're like here. There you go. He's like mid to high A tier. I think that's fair. I don't know. Here's the thing. I like Electabuzz's design a lot more, and I like Kids better than Porygon too. Fine. I'll put him there. You know what? I'll put him there. There you go. Giant nipples. Fans, what? Giant titty Miltank. Yeah, Big Mommy Milker's there with Miltank. Fine, he's here. There you go. All right, he's mid to high A tier. There you go. You guys wore me down. That's the highest he's going, and that's final, okay? High A tier. You win. There you go. Peer pressure works. Miltank should be next to Buttons. It is. It's above Buttons. I put it above Buttons. No, I put Donphan. Donphan's above Buttons. I like Donphan better than I like Swinub. I do. I think this order is correct here. I think this order is very correct. I think Donphan falls right in the middle there. I'm going to stick with that for now. I think that's fair. Miltank. Here's the thing about Miltank. Miltank is a menace. But, like, look at those nipples. It's so awkward. It's so awkward, but, like, Miltank is such a menace that I have to put it in A tier for that alone. Because Miltank just... Whitney's Miltank is brutal. Corsola needs more love, but why, though? Corsola sucks. Corsola sucks, though, Key. Corsola's so bad. It's cute, but it sucks. It sucks. There is no reason to ever use a Corsola. Water Rock is not a good typing. I like what it learns, but it doesn't have the stats to back up its learn set. Like, let's look at Corsola for a second here. We can talk about this. Let's look at Corsola. Corsola suffers from Gen 2 syndrome. Look at this. Even when they buffed it, look at this. That's so bad. That's so bad. It's like defensively okay. They buffed it in Gen 7, but like, Jesus Christ. Before that, before they buffed it, oh my God, it was so bad. I almost put it in D tier, Key, but because it's cute, I put it in C tier. But Jesus Christ, it's such a bad Pokemon. I'll put it above Dunsparce. I'll give you that. I'll move it up one spot. But woof. Blissey. I do like Galarian Corsola better. Yeah, Galarian Corsola is interesting because it evolves. It's a better typing. It's just better overall. Blissey's interesting because I like Blissey a lot. But was there really a reason to give Chansey an evolution? Like, Chansey was already a pretty damn good Pokemon. Why did they feel the need? Why did they feel the need to give Chansey an evolution of all the Gen 1 Pokemon? Like, Chansey was already pretty good, and then once it gets Eviolite, it's just really good. But I like Blissey. I think Blissey's cute. I think it's... I don't know. I like Blissey. I'm going to put it in, like... I'll put it in low A tier. I like Blissey, though. Did Chansey need it? No, Chansey did not need an evolution. And I think that holds it back for me. And honestly, I like Chansey's design better than Blissey's design. I think Blissey's cute. I just like Chansey's design a lot better. We're being perfectly honest here. I think Chansey has a much cooler, more like iconic design than Blissey does. And maybe that's my Gen 1 bias peeping in, but it is what it is. Raikou. Let's talk about the legendary dogs all at once. Because you know what? They're kind of a team. They're kind of a group. I think it makes sense to talk about them all at once. I think as far as like a legendary trio goes, I really like their design. I think they're better than the Reggies. I think they're better than the Lake Guardians. I think they're better than like the Tornadus. Where did I rank Sandshrew? I don't remember off the top of my head, but if you want to check it out, it is on my YouTube. Their learn sets aren't good. That is what holds them back, Key. That is what holds them back a lot, is that their learn sets are really bad in Gen 2. And like the fact they don't learn moves to a higher level is kind of annoying, but like, I don't know. I think if I had to rank them, I think Entei is A tier. I don't think I don't know. Cough, cough. Lugia F tier. Wow, Lars. Becky's about to bop you if she was here. You gotta use TMs to make them great. That's fair. But I mean, with legendaries, like, it's worth using the TMs, though. You know what I mean? Because their stats are so good. I think Entei is, like, top of A tier, honestly. I think Suicune is... I think Suicune's a step below Entei. And then I think Raikou is probably the worst out of the three of them. That's my opinion. You think Suicune's S tier? I'm kind of torn on putting them. I don't know. I'm really torn on where I want to put them, honestly, because I love all three of them. They're all iconic to me for their own, like, reasons, but, like, I don't know. Suicune S for sure. I like Entei better. You know, I mean, you guys like Suicune better than Entei, really. You can bond with Suicune. You can bond with Entei. Entei was that girl's dad. Entei was that girl's dad. That's iconic. That's bonding. You know what, I'll move these two up to S tier. I think I'm with you guys on that. Entei was not her dad. Entei was the manifestation of her dad. Her dad manifested into Entei. And Crystal was so much better. I agree with that. Suicune is better. You guys are all unanimous on that, aren't you? I don't know. I like Entei's design better. I just like Entei's design better, personally. I don't know. I don't know. You guys are swaying me a little bit here, but like I think I gotta keep it as is. Speaking of its game, what did Entei have? That's not Entei's fault. They should have given Entei a game. But they couldn't make Pokemon Red 2. Suicune has wispy things. Yeah, those are cool. But Entei's got like a star on his face. And Suicune was such a bitch to catch in Gen 2. People forget. Not in Crystal. I think they made it easier in Crystal, but in Silver and Gold, Suicune was such a bitch to catch. Suicune's still S tier. He's still S tier. You guys, like, I'll put him in S tier. I personally, I like Entei better. I'm an Entei guy. Team Entei, baby. Where are we here? The Larvitar, Tyranitar, Pupitar line. Larvitar is cute. It's okay. I don't know. I'll put it with, like, Cleffa. It's kind of cute, but, like, it's not, like, as cute as some of the other Pokemon, but it's still cool. Pupitar, I think, is B tier. Once again, you got, like, middle evolution syndrome. It's okay, I guess. I'll put it, like, here with Pineco. I think it's about the same design quality-wise. Tyranitar is probably one of your favorite. I was about to say Tyranitar is iconic. What an amazing pseudo-legendary T-Tar is. I think I'm going to put it up with... I think it's a step above Stelix. That's where I'm going to put it. T-Tar is a badass Pokemon. It's like a like T-Rex looking thing. T-Tar is awesome. And then Mega T-Tar. Mega T-Tar is pretty badass too. I'll put it with like... I don't know, it's like bottom of S tier. I don't know. I'm kind of a purist. Here. It's like bottom of S tier. I'll put it with like Houndoom down here. I don't know. Mega T-Tar is cool. I just like regular T-Tar better. I love the respect for Typhlosion. You know me and my fire starters, Key. You know me and my fire starters. Big fan of the fire starters here. The final three, chat. We're almost done. Lugia. I'm going to say it, and this might be biased because I played Pokemon Silver over Gold as a kid. I like Lugia over Ho-Oh. I like Lugia over Ho-Oh a lot more. I think Lugia is such a cool Pokemon. I just wish its typing was better. I think if they had made it like Water Psychic, that would have made sense. I get that it's a bird, but you could have gotten away with making it Water Psychic. I think Lugia is an S tier Pokemon for damn sure. I'm going to put it probably like... It's probably like here. It's probably here. Lugia's learn set was your problem. It was. The typing was a mistake. I'll give you that. The typing was bad because it should have been Water Psychic, in my opinion. You don't need to give it the flying type. We get it. It's a bird. Where's Pupitar? I put Pupitar in B tier. Pupitar's right here. Love its design. Its design is iconic. So iconic. But, like, I get it. It's a bird. You had to make it flying type. But, like, it's like Guardian of the Sea. How is it not a water type? Water Psychic would have been a lot cooler. Ho-Oh. It was actually made for the movie first. Creator wanted to be a designated psychic. That's interesting. But it could have been Water Psychic. That would have been so much cooler. It's a penguin. What's a penguin? Lugia? Get the fuck out of here, Lars. Lugia is great. You're partial to the rainbow design of Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh is still iconic. Don't get me wrong. I still think Ho-Oh is an S tier Pokemon. Just I like Lugia better, if we're being honest. I'm going to put Ho-Oh above Entei. I think Ho-Oh belongs there. Maybe above Kingdra. Maybe like right there. I think Ho-Oh is pretty damn cool. It's like, it's got the whole rainbow thing going. It's like about peace and balance and this, that, the other. I think it's a very cool Pokemon. So that's kind of where I'm going to put it there. I think they could have done something so much cooler with the climax of Gen 2. You know what I mean? I think they could have, like... I don't know. They could have made it so, like, the Unknown are tied into, like, Ho-Oh and Lugia, and, like, they could have made you go to the Ruins of Alph and, like, do something there, and maybe that ties into Lugia or Ho-Oh. Like, maybe that's where you got, like, the Silver Wing or the Rainbow Feather or whatever the hell the items were. Like, that would have made more sense to me if the Unknown were more tied into the story of Gen 2. That is the biggest wasted opportunity of all time, is the Gen 2 storyline. And I know it was rushed. We understand that. That's not a fucking excuse. Gen 2 almost brought it home. Gen 2's this close to being great. It really is. Gen 2's good. It's this close to being great. If they had taken like one more year to properly develop Gen 2 and give it more of a story and give Johto a little more of an identity, it would have been so cool. It would have been so cool if they'd given it just a little more of an identity. Instead of it just being like, here, it's basically Kanto Part 2. It's so overrated. It's so overrated. The Team Rocket sucked. If they had got rid of the Team Rocket and put in something about Unknown, goated generation. It would have been so much better. But they didn't. They blew it. They blew their opportunity to make it great. And Lars, I won't give you spoilers. I know you're on your 5-year-long playthrough of Gen 2. Last but not least is Celebi. I like Celebi. I don't like it as much as I like Mew. And I don't like it as much as I like Jirachi. I think it's just okay. I think it's A tier as far as mythicals go. I like that it's the Guardian of the Forest. I think it's high A tier. It's okay. Super cute, nice typing. It is very cute, but I like Mew better and I like Jirachi better. I think as far as like the small mythical Pokemon go, I like the other two better, honestly. It's cute though, and I think like as far as lore in the games, especially in Gen 4 when they did the remakes, I like that they gave Celebi a lot of lore in those games. I think that's very cool. I think Celebi, as far as mythical Pokemon go, Celebi might be the best fit in its home region, if that makes sense. I feel like Celebi fits into Johto very well, whereas, why am I like blurry? There we go. Whereas like Mew, Mew fits in pretty well. Like Jirachi's just kind of there. Like Manaphy, what's the point of Manaphy? But no, I like Celebi a lot. I do like Celebi a lot. And with that, chat, this is my definitive ranking of every Gen 2 Pokemon. If you disagree, tough shit. I mean, this is my fucking list, so whatever. I think this is a pretty accurate tier list, though.